Hey everybody, welcome to Tucker's video recipe cook. Certainly the weather's changed in Auckland in the last week. We've had a bit of rain, bit of sun, plenty of wind, and the temperature certainly dropped a bit. So this week I wanted to try one of those little winter warming homemade curries. Chicken Tikka Masala. And we want to have a crack from scratch. Not from the jar, from the paste, but we want to try and make everything ourselves. So the first thing is, you need a really nice glass of wine.
As always.
That's good. And in here, we're going to post all the ingredients. It might seem a long list, but I've just digged a few recipes and combined them, and basically anything that I've got in the cupboard that works. So I had half a cup of yogurt, and then there's a bit of garlic, ginger, garam masala, paprika. I don't have cardamom, so I left that out. I don't have cayenne. I put a bit of chili powder in there, a bit of paprika. So really, it's just trying to keep it, I want to make it authentic and homemade, but I want to keep it simple. I don't want a list as long as my arm. So I'm just going to put that chicken in there. And that's just for our marinade. And then most of these ingredients, we're going to use again to make our sauce. And we're going to try and keep it low on the sugar and the cream. So I'm just going to marinate around. So I want to set that aside. Overnight is better, so it really infuses the chicken. Otherwise, I would say 3 hours minimum. So if you can do it 3 hours before at least, I'm going to cover this and stick it in the fridge for 3 hours. And then we'll start prepping our sauce. Alright guys, so the chicken has been marinating for 3 hours, or just over. On here I've just got a pot. Reason I put the pot is we want to put a lid on after it. So if you've got a frying pan with a lid, fine. But I do want to blend it after, find nicely in the pot. 1 whole onion, just chopped and in, a little bit of oil and some ginger. And I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I can open it up, it's probably better. There you go. And then garlic. There's my garlic. It says 6 cloves. Look, I'm cheating a bit. Don't have time to, want to keep it authentic, but also as simple as possible. 3, 4, I don't know. Guessing that's about 6 cloves. Will do. And also a tablespoon of paprika. So that is 3. But there, like I say, no, it doesn't have to be exact. We will put all this, we'll break it down step by step. So we don't want to make it too complicated. We want it to be fun, and to be fresh, and most of all to be tasty. So I'm going to cook that for 2 minutes. Just release, you can just smell that paprika, just releasing those spices, you know, when you cook them all. And I've got another lot to go in a minute. So I'm just going to let that cook down for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Smell that colour. Beautiful. I mean, see that colour. Oops. Alright, and here's some spices, pretty much the same as the marinade. Garam masala, coriander, cumin, and some turmeric. I'm going to chuck those in. Like I said, we'll break this down and attach it to the video. I just want to try to keep it quite short and sweet. So I want to cook those off. As we all know, once those spices start cooking off, you need a little splash of oil just to bind it all together. There you go. Once these spices start cooking, it really does just make it nice and fragrant. So what about 2 more minutes with all those spices, and then we'll be coming towards the end of our sauce being done. Perfect. So the spices have cooked off, beautiful and fragrant. Nice golden colour. So maybe 1 tin of tomatoes. Same on the measuring. I'm going to do the same for the water. 1 tin. And then just nice dimple stir. Just get all those nice little crispy bits off the bottom. And then you can see it just starting to take a nice bit of colour with that tomatoes, just giving that nice fragrant colour. It's good. I'm just going to bring that up to a simmer and then just pop the lid on once it simmers. 15 minutes. Finish this wine and we'll be back to finish it off. Right, so sauce has been simmering for 15 minutes. So I've just turned that off for now. We're going to marinate the chicken. The pan, oil, I've got it quite hot. So just be careful it's going in. If you need to do it in 2 batches, we're going to drop a bit in and just be careful because it's going to be pretty hot. We want to try and get a nice bit of char on it, nice bit of colour. And I just drop these bits in here, and I don't want to overcrowd the pan so it gets too cold. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Like I say, we don't need to cook it all the way through because it's going to go into our sauce and simmer in there for about 15 minutes just to cook it through. So I really want to get a nice hot oil and a nice bit of colour on it. So as that's gone in, it's probably cooled the pan down, so I'm just going to turn it up a little bit more. And yeah, just give it a couple minutes to it on. So I'm going to do it in 2 batches. What I'm going to do is get a nice colour on it, turn it over, same the other side, and then onto a plate while we do the other batch. Right, so chicken, we did that in 2 batches just so it doesn't overcrowd the pan and the pan gets too cold. So we've got a nice bit of colour. You can see all those spices that were marinated in the yogurt and on the chicken. As you fry it off, it becomes really nice and fragrant and just gives it that depth of flavour. So you've got our sauce. The regular stick blender. So we're just going to give it a good blend just to mix all those tomatoes. And as you can see, we can start taking on that nice golden colour. It's running quite, I like it quite smooth. Just going to give it a minute or 2. It just helps all those flavours to blend together. Alrighty, I'm just going to probably blend it for about 2 minutes and then we're going to throw the chicken in. Alrighty, I think that's a pretty good consistency. Everything's well blended. Little Tucker's life hack.
Life hack?
Life hack, yeah. So basically when it comes to the washing up, my good wife is always saying, oh, washing up liquid is not as good as it was, no bubbles. You know, you put a drop in and you get that. Not too many bubbles, you know. So to make your life easier and make it happier, simple stick blender. You need to clean it anyway. Not many bubbles.
Oh, what did I do before I met you? Thanks. Really
Stick blender, clean. You've used a tiny bit of washing up liquid instead of the big squirts that you normally do. And look at that, nice soapy sinking bubbles. You always say you like a nice hot water full of bubbles.
Whatever.
Perfect for you. There you go. That's free of charge. Patent pending on that. Done. At the final stage here. Technical issue there. Alright, let's try this one. Medium heat. Back on there. Now this does call for a large number of butter, a teaspoon of sugar and 100 ml of cream. I'm going to leave the butter and the sugar out for now just to try and keep it a little healthier, but I will put the creamings. I think it's quite important for that texture. I'm just going to pour that in. In goes our chicken. Let's see if we can just stir that cream in. And look, you can see that nice, rich, got a nice golden colour to it. I think that was pretty good. So we're going to warm it through to simmer just for about 10 minutes to make sure that chicken is cooked through. Just gonna pop that plate in the nice, easy to clean, soapy sink and bubbles.
About the dishwasher.
Righty, we are at the final leg. It's been simmering 15 minutes. Chicken is cooked through. Had some rice just prepared earlier. I put a little smidge of turmeric powder in, just to give it a little pop on the colour. Basically, just one nice bit of rice. Rice done. And I would just got these plain wraps that we use. Just gonna cover them, and then we're just gonna.
I got it in the net.
Whoa, well done, buddy. And then just get a nice bit of sauce around it. And I think that looks pretty good. Hopefully it tastes alright. For now, and then this we just a little bit of olive oil, just dropped it in, and I think that'll be okay. Saved by the naan breads. That'll do. A chapati. There you go, chicken curry. Although there's a few processes, probably knocked it out in. Or apart from the marinating the chicken, obviously, you can get it done in probably 35-40 minutes. And it's quite fun, it's quite fragrant, it's quite inspiring when those spices start cooking. Hey you want some curry for dinner?
No, thanks, too spicy.
Too spicy?
Mama?
Yeah.
It's almost coming when they're on the scooter and they're going so slowly.
Favourite.
Alright guys, I've got to go and reenact Space Jam, the movie. Still time to order a pack. Hopefully see you Saturday. Hopefully it'll be a nice morning again. Any questions, anything you like, come and see us. This, like say, 40 minutes, and hopefully, you know, less sugar, less cream, less salt and all those things. It is quite healthy. The key is to use chicken thighs. We'll post the recipe. There's a few ingredients, but it is quite simple. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Anything you want, give us a shout. Thanks for watching. Enjoy cooking. Cheers. Bye.